Hey, day 17. Let's talk about the path of least resistance. Down below this, you'll see a link to my blog, and it says, Vote Yourself Off Someday Island. Now, I was reading a book by Brian Tracy, and it said, The path of someday leads to the town of nowhere. Today, I'm telling you to vote yourself off of Someday Island. Sometimes, if you notice, if you said, someday I'll do this, or my goal is just around the corner, and if you see it, you never, if you notice, you've never reached that goal. Okay? And there's certain things you have to do to reach that goal, and saying someday, you will never get there. And one reason I tell people to vote yourself off Someday Island, number one, the reason why you stay there is excuses. People come up with excuses. You're too fat. You're too skinny. You're black. You're white. You're Hispanic. You're not smart enough. Somebody has a better shot than you, or he just got lucky. Number one, get rid of the excuses. Number two, most business owners choose a path of least resistance, especially when they're new, especially online too. When you're online, I know you hear the gurus, you call into the conference call, and you hear about, oh, this lady made $30,000 in 30 days. You've been in a business for 6 months and haven't made any money. Why did she make it? Well, if you look at the facts and not the opinions, when people come to most businesses and they make that much money, they have a list. All right, they have a list. So, and another thing, you might have chose the path of least resistance. I hate to say this, but you have to work your business. Some people don't realize that they have to work their business. I mean, you have to work, whether it's online or offline. Heck, if you was in real estate, it takes 45 days to close a deal. And especially if it's a hard deal, it may take 60 to 90 days. So I tell everybody, at least commit 90 days to your business. Do not choose a path of least resistance. There's another path, the sister of the path of least resistance. It's the path of expediency. The expediency factor. You want things now. You think you mail that email out. You think you buy that solo ad. You do that PPC ad, and you think you should get $100 or $200 or $300 or $400 a day per sales off your first ad. When you do a solo ad or you're emailing, sometimes those people need to see your email 8 to 12 times, even more, to even opt into your list. All right, they have to know, like, and trust you. So when we do this, do not choose the expediency factor. I mean, it takes time to build a business. It may take shorter than a traditional business, but when you have an email list and you're building yourself, when you're new, it takes time. It may take 30 days to get a sale. It may take 90 days for you to get a sale. It may take 90 days to a year for you to learn a new marketing technique. So do not choose the path of least resistance and the path of expediency factor. Another thing is, you have to get clear on your vision. You have to get, if to vote yourself off the island, you have to get clear on where you want to go. You just can't just get out, jump in the water and start swimming. You have to have a vehicle to get you there. I have this saying that to get you to your destination, commitment is the vehicle. Okay, the goal is the destination, and you learn a lesson in the journey. Another thing, you want to commit yourself to being the top 20% of your industry. As the 80-20 rule says, the top 20% of people make 80% of the money. So your goal is to get to the top 20% in your industry. Another thing, you want to commit at least 3% of your income to educating yourself. To get to another level, you must be better than you are now. So devote 3% of your income to educating yourself and getting better in your industry. Another thing, I can't read my own writing. That's terrible, huh? All right, you want to commit yourself to self-mastery. As I said, you're putting 3% into your education and self-mastery. There are hundreds of techniques you can use to build your business, okay? You can't implement all of them, and you can't afford all of them. So pick 1 or 3 techniques that you want to master in the next year. They said, jack of all trade, master of none. Well, you can be a jack of all trade or master one to 3 techniques. For example, I do blogging and video blogs. That's one technique. I do paid advertising. Number two, and I do mass emailing. Number three, that is what I do. I create blogs and articles. I email that to my email list. And I do paid advertising. That's the three things I do. Anything else, if something comes up and I think it's worthy, I outsource it. But that is what I focus on. That's where I put my reps in. So as of today, click on the link below. Read how to vote yourself off of Someday Island. Be clear and specific. In my group, we have a 90-day video challenge and a 90-day income challenge. And it has been rough the first 15 days for people who have never done this before. But as long as they keep moving forward, they're getting themselves off of Someday Island. So thank you. Day 17. Keep moving forward.